very special year in review countdown where I like to highlight my favorite moments of the year that we just went through together. I'm going to start with number 10. The number 10 thing that I enjoyed the most this year was filming a very special series of webisodes featuring Tapatio Hot Sauce. And we had some friends from smoothjazzlive.org come and help us out, as well as my mom helped. One of my really best friends, April, was there, and of course, Chef Andrew. And we had so much fun. We came up with all these really yummy recipes, and we actually have a contest going on right now for that. So if you want to sign up, you can at my website, jessyj.com. Following that, number 9 was, I had a lot of really fun trips this year to Miami, Florida, which is my home away from home. I love Miami. I feel like at home there because of the music, the people, the dancing, everything. The culture is so rich. And number 8 would be a lot of fun clinics that I got to do this year for Selmer Paris. Selmer Paris Saxophones is my saxophone of choice. I play a Mark 6 Selmer and also a Super Action 80 Series 2-tenor saxophone. And I love their instruments, and I was so honored this year to be a clinician at the Disney Jazz Celebration. There was a lot of fabulous musicians there, like Carl Allen from the Juilliard School of Music, as well as some of my other favorite jazz musicians. So we got to spend some time together for an entire week, sharing our love for jazz with the new and upcoming generation. And coming in at number 7, I got to visit one of my favorite places on the planet, the Pizza Express Jazz Club in London, England. I was there earlier this fall in September. We released Hot Sauce there. It was the first international debut of that album. So it was really fun to see all my friends all the way across the pond, as they say. So that always has a special place in my heart. Number 6. This year I was honored to record with quite a few artists, and 2 of them that I would like to highlight are El Chicano. We performed a song together for their upcoming yet-to-be-released album, and I think you're really going to like it because it's a twist on an old classic song. Another really fun artist that I got to work with this year is Jim Petrick, who's a famous rock and roll artist, and we recorded a song together called Jazzy Lady, and he wrote it just for me, so I felt really special, and the lyrics are very, very sweet. All right, and number 5, top things this year was I got to do a tour to the East Coast. Blues Alley in Washington, D.C., got to visit all the monuments. Number 4, this year I got to perform with one of the most well-known Latin pop artists of our time, Cristian Castro, who was performing songs from his Grammy-nominated album, Viva el Príncipe. And the highlight of that tour for me was our last performance in Puerto Rico. And the reason I wanted to highlight this performance is because right when we were getting off the stage, a hurricane came to Puerto Rico. It was my first experience in a hurricane, and it was a little bit terrifying, but at the same time, it was so exhilarating to be on stage with Cristian Castro and the rest of my friends. I made some fabulous friends on that tour, so that was a really great experience. Number 3, one of my first time visits to Germany. We got to perform at the Augsburg Smooth Jazz Festival this summer, and I have to say Germany is one of my favorite places now, and I can't wait to come back for more. And one of the reasons that it became such a special place is a lot of my friends were also performing there, like Gerald Albright, Paul Brown, and one of my new musical best friends, Jonathan Fritzen. It was our first time performing together on stage, and it was electrifying. And since then, we've gone on to perform together more and more and more, and you have to be on the lookout for us together next year because I know it's going to happen again. Number 2, this year at the beginning of February, my entire band got the opportunity to travel to Dubai to perform as a headlining artist at the Dubai International Jazz Festival. And that was completely a different world, just like that song from Aladdin, A Whole New World. and we got to visit some of the most beautiful places on the planet, like the desert out there in Dubai, and we got to see the largest building. We got to eat at the Burj Al Arab, which is the most luxurious hotel in the world. And to be honest, I felt like a princess while I was out there, and I hope to come back and visit Dubai again. And the #1 highlight of this year was to have a #1 CD release on Billboard Jazz with Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce is a collaboration of a lot of artists that I really admire, like Paul Brown, also Harvey Mason, and one of my favorite guitarists, Ray Parker Jr., not to mention legendary keyboardist Joe Sample. Joe Sample from the Crusaders performed on my CD. We co-wrote 2 songs together, including Rainbow Gold and also Last Night. And for me, it was the highlight of the year because Joe Sample brought out a new element that was inside of me. And I don't know if you've heard it, but it's on the recording. So if you don't have it, you have to pick it up. But there was definitely new elements of me that came out while we were working together. And I felt so blessed to work with Joe Sample. He's one of the most well-respected musicians on the planet. He's worked with everyone. And that was my top 10 highlights. It was so great spending this year together with you, all of the fans. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this music possible. And I hope to share a lot more moments with you in the years coming up. Un beso muy grande and lots of peace and joy to you and your family for this